Hello ladies and gents, goblins and dwarves, and welcome to another tutorial video. This one is going to very quickly go over the basics of bridges and drawbridges and levers and how to get them working together and all of that sort of stuff. So we might as well just dive straight into it. So the first thing we're going to do is to just go over how it is to build a bridge. So you go to the build tab at the bottom, which is the hotkey of B, and then you go into constructions, and then you look for the one that, shock, says bridge, and then you'll open it up and you'll come to the screen here. Now, so for this, we are just going to build this bridge over this little river that we've got going through the middle of our map. And before we place it down, one thing that we're going to have to establish is which way we want the drawbridge to raise. So on this little screen here, you can build the bridge in such a way so if we place it down here, it's going to rise from left to right. When your lever gets pulled, this selection, it'll be pulling it from south to north, west to east, and then north to south. It's quite straightforward and simple stuff. But for now, we will just press on, and we will going to be raising our bridge from the west to the east. So if we click this, we are going to drag our bridge just across the water like that, and then place it down, and we are going to use willow logs to build our bridge. So when we press play, our little dwarvies are going to come running all over the place to build our bridge, hopefully. We'll see how actually fast that happens. As you can see, we've only got 7 dwarfs in our little test outpost. So while I press play for that, we will wait for them to do this. We will also begin building our lever. So I'll press play while we wait for this. Well, for the lever, the same thing's going to happen again. We're going to go to our build kit, our build tab. We are going to look for the machines and fluids sections. We're going to click that open, and at the very, very top, you will have a lever. I'm going to click the lever, and then we are going to place it. We'll just place it here because, why not? For the sake purpose of this video, it doesn't really matter where the lever goes, and we are going to put it down. Now, there we go. It won't let me place down the lever because for that we need mechanisms, and for that you need to build up a mechanics workshop. So if we go down into our 4 deep, we can see we've got a few workshops set up, but for this there's no room for our mechanics workshop. So we're going to press F1, and we're going to go back to the base, and we're going to build our mechanics workshop just up here because why not? And to do that, we go to the workshops page, and we will pick out our mechanic. Click on that, and then we will put it just by the stockpile because it's just right next to everything, and we will build it out of the wood logs. So we need to wait for that to get built now. While that's being built, we can see that the bridge itself has been established, and we've got some migrants arrived, and it looks like we've only just got 3. That's a good number for our little starting test outpost. That's absolutely fine. And at the same time, our mechanics output workshop has been built. So we go to that, add new task, and we're going to click make rock mechanisms. Even going to click on that and set that to repeat. So it shouldn't take too long for a dwarf to come running over and start making some mechanisms for us. So let's just see. Has anyone? Yes. So someone's coming to do this task now. It's been assigned and it is active. So we should see a little dwarf come over in a second. Shouldn't take too long. I think this must be this guy here, carrying his stone. Yep, there he is. Our mechanic goes off. Afelmuzish. The expedition leader is at the mechanics workshop, and if we click onto the mechanics workshop, we can see that he has brought some limestone, and it is being currently used in a job. And then we have our limestone mechanism. So while we've got our mechanisms, and our little dwarf is going to be making some more in the background. We're going to go back to the build key, back to machines and fluids, to lever, and we're going to place this lever. There we go. Using that. And then a dwarf should come running over, this little fella, there he is, and he's built as our limestone lever. So to get the limestone lever to work, what you need to do first is you need to link it. So what we're going to do, and we're going to need mechanisms for this as well, I believe. No accessible mechanisms. So we need to wait for our little dwarf to start making more mechanisms. Looks like there's one there, actually. So if we go this link lever, no accessible mechanism. So maybe it needs more than one. So we'll wait for our dwarf to build a second mechanism. It must be a mechanism for the lever, and then a mechanism for what you want to link it to. So he's working, he's working, he's working. Dun, 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 dun. It doesn't take too long, as you can see. There we go, done. And then we go to this, link the lever, and we need now, it's quite simple. All you need to do is click on this, what you want to do. So you can see here in this little section below this where it says click a building to link a limestone lever, you can see it will pop up saying link to Willow Bridge. So that means you can link this building to that lever. So we're just going to click that, and we're going to set it as a high priority. And now some dwarf will run to the bridge. There we go. He's just linked the bridge, and now he's linking to the trigger. He should come running to this. There we go, done. Now to prove this works, we're just going to pull the lever and set it as a high action. And someone should come rushing to this straight away, pull the lever, and we will see this bridge rise up from this to the left to right. Done. Done. There we go. And that is, and then to do it again, and we can see the lever's gone to the left now. We will pull it again just to get the bridge put back down. We don't want our dwarves running over water for no reason, and the bridge should drop. Boom. And basically, guys, that is the top and bottom of bridges and levers. They're really quite simple and straightforward once you know how to do them. You can also start, like, obviously, include a bridge in a sort of fortification surrounded by walls. When the lever has been pulled and the bridge is up, it functions the same as a wall. They can't easily be destroyed or anything like that. So they're always quite a good, sort of defense. You can also use them as moat crosses. There's so much stuff you can do with bridges. And then there's also the fact that bridges can be used in atom smashing, which is what it calls, which is essentially you raise the bridge up to, like, so it's standing, and then put something underneath where the bridge would be, and then you drop the bridge, and the bridge would absolutely annihilate everything in its path. I think it kills everything. I've seen a few defense mechanisms and stuff like that used in this regard, but I personally don't opt for any of that. I think they're too overly complex for what you get out of them, and everything needs to be perfect. But yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope this helps you out and explain things correctly. If it did, feel free to like and subscribe. It does help. And also feel free to suggest things that you like guides on and that you would like guides on and stuff like that. And maybe if anyone has anything fancy that they use bridges for, that sort of stuff, welcome to. So yeah, bye.